First, we need to go to our terminal and go to New Terminal. First, what I'm going to do is create a directory. So I'm going to do this demo in a particular folder, and then I'll delete it at the end. So I'm making a test ARM template folder. I'm going to change it to that directory. And then what we're going to do is go into that particular folder once we have created the item. So we're going to create a new -item. Going to give it a name of Azure deploy.json. So we've now created the file, and now we'll go into the Visual Studio Code and into that particular file. So we're going to specify code.space.-r. And there we go, we are now in the file. Next, we need to select that particular file, and we'll then need to go into the file in itself. And then first we need to start typing ARM, so ARM, and select the first option with the exclamation. This will generate our schema. Now we need to go ahead and add resources to the template. So the first thing we're going to do is in the resource block, we're going to type in storage. When we do type storage, we should have a populate an ARM-storage template. So we're going to select that. We need to now specify the parameters. So what we're going to do is put the quotations, and then we're going to select new parameters. Now, once we have selected new parameters, we need to update the name of the parameter to storage account name. And then we are going to change the description also to storage account name. So we just give it a space, and we're just going to change that name. And then in the description, we'll make that change also. Now, what we need to do is we need to go ahead and add the minimum length and the maximum length, and according to the Azure naming convention, it has to be a minimum of 3 and a maximum of 24 characters. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and insert that. So there's our minimum length, and we're going to put it as 3. Make sure you put a comma at the end, and we're going to put maximum length, and we're going to put that as 24. Next, what we're going to do is in the resource block, we're going to delete the current default name, which is storage account 1. Next, we need to input the square brackets, which will then produce a list of ARM template functions. And we're going to select parameter. Now, what we're going to do next is we're going to put in parentheses and the single quote, the storage account name option. Finally, we now need to create the parameter file. So what we're going to do is we're going to use the command palette, and this can be achieved by going to View. This could be achieved by pressing F1, and you'll get the option on my screen, or you can press CTRL+SHIFT+P. So we're going to look for Azure Resource Manager tools, and it's going to be select and create parameter file. So we're going to select that option. We're going to select new file, and then we're going to select all parameters. We're going to save the file in the same location, As you can see, it is called Azure deploy.parameters.json, and we can see both of those files now in our environment. Next, we need to do is deploy the template. So we need to change the value in the parameters file to a specified name. So the name we're going to specify for our storage account is AZ204 storage ACCT ARM, so account ARM. So now let's go to that terminal and carry out our logins and our resource group. So AZ login. I've got a pop-up on my other screen, so we're going to go ahead and do that. And now I am logged in. I need to now create a resource group. So I'm going to use the AZ group create. And then I'm going to give it a name of AZ204-ARM-RG, and the location will be West Europe. And next we need to use the AZ deployment group create command to deploy our template. And this will take a few minutes to do once we do it correctly. So as you can see, you've got the AZ group create, you've got the resource group in which we're creating it in, and we've got a template file, and we've got the parameters file. And we're just going to go ahead and enter that. Pass has to check whether the validation file. Okay, I've just realized I didn't save the file. So make sure you save it, and I'm going to run it again. And as you can see, it is in deployment. So I'm going to pause the video for a second. And there we go, we've got our deployment. And we can now see within our Azure environment if that has deployed successfully. So we're going to use the AZ storage account show, and we're going to show it within this resource group, and we're going to specify our name. I will put that name in now. Okay, so what was it again? AZ204 storage account ARM. So now let's put the name. AZ204 storage account ARM into that. And let's see. Yep, so we've got a return, and we can see that our storage account has been successfully deployed. And that is the end of our demo.